Hey Scorpio, welcome to your December 2024 mid-month reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started and jump straight in. I hope you're doing well. I would like to announce I am running a sale for all my personal readings. They're all 20% off. So if you're interested or curious about that, that link will be down below in the description. Let's take a look here. You did pull your own card here. It says Pluto and it says Rebirth. Well, Pluto is a big deal for you right now because it did just switch signs and your ruling planet's Pluto and it's in Aquarius. So there's definitely changes going on in regards to your life at this time. So you're definitely going through a deeper transformation, a newer type of transformation, but also rebirth as well. You did pull this happiness card. So I get here that you could be really focusing on your happiness at this time, Scorpio. I think you're trying to be more carefree, and I think you're trying to be more playful. You're trying to be more light. You're trying to just be more light-hearted here. And I really think that you're trying to, because I feel you're super intelligent, Scorpio, and so I feel like maybe you're too smart for your own good. But I think here that you're just trying to not get swept up into things emotionally, and I feel like you're really trying to be logical about things and like see things in more of a realism type of way, and not necessarily like in a negative or pessimistic way. So let's see here. You pulled this, conclusions are within reach here. So if you've been waiting on anything, I do feel like those conclusions are very soon. This card says full moon eclipse. We are having a full moon. It's not an eclipse, but we are having a full moon. It will be in Gemini. You know, it will conjoin Jupiter. And I do think that this will be clarity here for you that you'll be getting. We'll all be getting it. So let's see here. And that full moon will take place on December 15th. And on that day as well, we'll be having Mercury stationed direct a little bit after the full moon. So, and you know, the ruling planet of Gemini is Mercury, so that's a big deal. So we'll definitely be getting clarity and deeper revelations, which will allow us to be able to make, you know, newer connections, to be able to understand things. And with Mercury coming direct, you know, it's kind of like our mind and our intellect firing back up again. So, all right, let's see here. Yeah, you did pull your own card here, Scorpio, in your reading. Let's take a look. Yeah, look at this. This is crazy. Okay. Let's look at this. Interesting enough, we pulled the happiness card, right? We pulled this card. This is happiness, right, with the dolphins. Dolphins also represent cooperation and happiness, and there's two dolphins here. So this could be, obviously this could be in regards to your relationships. You're finding better ways in which you can find deeper cooperation or establish relationship or even create beautiful things as well. It doesn't just have to be with people creating things. It could also be like personal things that you're doing as well. It could be a combination of both. But I see there being good results here. You have the Sun card here in your current energy. So again, the Sun card is a card of happiness. And I get here that you're trying to be more carefree, but not like in a way to where it's like, you know, you're being a fool or something. No, it's like more so that you're just allowing yourself to be happy, right? The Fool card is allowing yourself to be happy and like just allowing yourself to enjoy life. So, and I think that's something that you're learning at this time. And I think that's part of also the rebirth here, because Pluto, right, it says rebirth on it. It is rebirth. It's death and rebirth. And the Sun card is like, you know, it's life, right? So I get here that you're just trying to live more life. You have the Nine of Pentacles here in the position of the good stuff. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles, being able to reap your rewards here and being able to enjoy those things. So if you've been working hard here, I do see you being able to reap those rewards and to be able to, and also be able to enjoy them with the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles also says to be able to enjoy the finer things in life too. So you could be maybe spending money on yourself, or, you know, doing, you know, going out in the world and enjoying yourself, or finding yourself, just being able to enjoy yourself more. But I do get, you know, Nine of Pentacles also be an increase in money and resources. Also, I get an increase in your well-being here as well, especially with that Sun card, because the Sun card is it's vitality. So you have the Eight of Cups here for your overall energy. Yeah, the Eight of Cups is Saturn in Pisces, and this card is going to be coming out in my reads, and you'll probably be seeing it coming out in other people's reads, because Eight of Cups is Saturn in Pisces, and right now Saturn is in Pisces in the astrology, but it's being more emphasized now because Jupiter is squaring it. Jupiter retrograde is squaring Saturn in Pisces. And so, this is in regards to, Saturn being in Pisces in your 5th house of self-expression, creativity, romance, happiness, literally. Jupiter and Gemini in your 8th house retrograde. I think you're having to, what I think you're realizing here, and what I think you're going to discover with this transit. Now, this transit can bring challenges and obstacles, and you may be feeling like there's more obstacles in the way toward your happiness. But it's also very revealing, because what it's doing basically is, instead of looking for happiness in the external world or in the material world, it's Saturn and Pisces, the Jupiter squaring it, is saying, no, like, we need to understand, go within ourselves to figure out what makes us happy. And I think with this transit, and this could already be playing out with you, right? You could be finding this happiness or starting to confront these things, right? So you can become more happier. What I think is happening here is, what's going to happen is, I think you're going to find a deeper sense of love for yourself and a stronger devotion toward yourself. But also, because that's happening, I think it's also you're going to be able to radiate it and give it out and express it to other people. So, and the Eight of Cups is the card, it's your vision quest, right? So I think you're becoming a lot. For the overall energy this month is you becoming more aware here by being more introspective or doing more introspection around the areas of your happiness, your love life, creativity, self-expression. Also, just understanding yourself in general. You have the Six of Cups here. I bet some of the Scorpios are like, how the fuck does he know this? Six of Cups here is in the position of the good stuff here as well. Yeah, Six of Cups is healing and forgiveness. And I definitely think this is taking place again when it comes to your inner world and your inner self. You could be finding more bliss here and really reconnecting back to that, innocent part of your nature here. I'm not sure, and it's interesting, when I first saw the Sun card deals with, the sun, like literally in the astrology. It's about being seen. It's the most public thing in this. We see it out in the sky, right? It's the most public, right? It sheds light on everything, right? We see the sun. So I think one thing that I see here is that the sun represents being seen, right? And being yourself, and like not hiding away, or, because the Hermit's in your challenge. So you could have definitely been isolating a lot, or maybe not, allowing yourself to be seen. And so I think here that, and basically what I was getting with that is, because like whenever, if we're ashamed of something, or if we're dealing with shame, or whatever the case might be, there's a really good book called, I think it's called Undoing the Shame That Binds You. I haven't read all of it, but I have read a bit of it, and it is pretty good. But I think here that, Six of Cups is the gift of transformation that happens when you do that deep inner work, right? And you're able to reconcile the differences within inside yourself and do that deeper healing, right? And that kind of restores that. It helps you connect back to that innocent side of feeling, instead of feeling like guilty or shameful about something. I'm not sure what that's about, but I think you could probably be unconscious of it. But anyways, with the Six of Cups being here, I think you're doing a lot of healing. So there's a gift of transformation that is happening for you. And speaking of that transformation, you have the Death card here in the future, which is transformation. And it's also you rule the Death card. And I think the Death card is already something you've been going through. I don't think this is anything new in the future. I think this is something you've already been going through. Also get, the Sun card is your core self. Your core self, especially with Pluto, right? Pluto will shred everything, right? It's like we're going to defragment everything, and then we're going to put it back together, right? And then it's, it's a whole transformed new thing, right? I think with this Death card is like, this is the rebirth here, basically. And I think also as well that the Death card is already something you've been going through, the transformation, but the Six of Cups being right above it is the gift of transformation. So you're, being reborn, and it's a big gift here. You have the Chariot here in the outcome position, which is a card of being able to move forward, right? Overcome obstacles and challenges, and grow and expand. So I love that card being here for you in the outcome position. You did pull the Hermit in your challenge, and then now you have the Seven of Swords, and then you have the Seven of Swords as your advice. Yeah, the Hermit can be isolation. Like solitude, yes, because Saturn and Pisces, the square that's going on, the more introspective you can be when it comes to your own self, your inner world, the more enlightened you'll become. But if you're trying to search for enlightenment out there, it's not going to happen. You're going to admit with so many obstacles that you're going to have to go within, right, and see. And I think that's what this Seven of Swords is as your advice. It's not necessarily going within, but it's Seven of Swords is about formulating new strategies. I like that. It's new strategies and tactics, and having to reevaluate and go back to the drawing board and come up with a new plan. Having to do more research, because the Hermit rules research. So I think that's your advice, is to recreate yourself. You have the Eight of Pentacles here in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here. Eight of Pentacles. So here's one thing I picked up intuitively. Eight of Pentacles is Virgo. Virgo can deal with things like documentation, or just like, business things or work things, or or it could even be like, like deadlines and stuff like that. I think Spirit's wanting you just to be aware of that. Scorpio, I'm not sure why, but also get with this Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles is it could be an energy of perfection. And I think Spirit's not wanting you to get too caught up in being perfectionistic, because nothing's going to look perfect right now with all the mutable energy that we have. The sun, full moon that's going to square Neptune, the Jupiter Saturn square, all mutable energy. Right, so things are going to be oscillating back and forth to the extremes, and it's going to be very hard to be able to pinpoint things. And a lot of opinions, a lot of things to take into consideration, look at, review, understand. Right, before we can really begin or really move forward in the way in which we want. Clarify the Nine of Pentacles here in the position of the good stuff. You pulled the Five of Pentacles here, or sorry, the Five of Cups. Yeah, Five of Cups is being able to let go of emotional attachments to things that have caused sadness and grief. And Nine of Pentacles is the card of enjoyment. So it's like you're being able to let that stuff go and be able to enjoy your life more. You pulled this You Are Worthy, Aim for What You Want, and Believe in Yourself here. Yeah, the sun's in your second house in Sag, right, until it comes into Capricorn, which will be December 21st. The second house can point to your self-worth and self-esteem. And with the square energy, it's like, you could be struggling with your sense of self, or your self-esteem, or your self-confidence, or feeling worthy, right? But this card's saying just to remember that you are worthy, and even if it's not, don't tie up your self-worth into things that really aren't spiritual. Right? Don't tie your self-worth up to achievements and material things. It's like, yes, those things do boost self-esteem, but if that's all you have it tied into, so it's a disaster, because as soon as things happen to where you don't make the money that you want, or your career fails, or or you have a failure or a setback or whatever, right? Then you're not gonna have yourself, right? So let's see. Pull this progressions card. It says journey here. So maybe there's something very interesting happening in regards to maybe your progress chart, if you know astrology. Like progressions is basically like your planets that move, right, as they progress. So like, for instance, if you're, I don't know, let's say you're a 1 degree Scorpio, and let's just say, you're 29 or 30, right? You're more than likely your sun's going to be ingressing into Sag, right? Your progressed sun, because the sun usually uses a degree a day, which is, or sorry, yeah, like a degree, like every year moves a. With progressions, you can just go by the day, like you can click days over. Anyways, it's hard to explain. I don't have time to explain it, but you get what I'm saying. You did pull this opportunity card. And I think the Six of Cups could be an opportunity you're receiving, and it could be a blessing here for you. So I would keep your eyes peeled. Clarify the Eight of Cups here for your overall energy, Scorpio. You pulled the Four of Wands here. I think you're finding happiness, and I also think you're starting to really become more clear about, the things that are the most important to you as well this month. And some of you just may be really enjoying, Four of Wands, I see it as being able to enjoy your freedom. So it's like you could be finding yourself feeling more free from things. And it doesn't have, it could be anything. It could literally be it can literally be, maybe it's from a past memory, or maybe it's from an ex, or maybe it's from it can be anything. Clarify the Six of Cups here. In the position of the good stuff, you pulled the Knight of Swords. Yeah, definitely you could be getting some good communication here coming your way with that Knight of Swords. And if I had to make a prediction, I obviously feel it'll be around the 15th, 16th, 14th, 17th. I want to say 15th, 14th. Anyways, yeah. Clarify the Sun card in the position of the good stuff. You pulled the Seven of Wands. Well, the Seven of Wands is Mars and Leo. We have Mars and Leo right now in the astrology. It is retrograde. It's in your 10th house, Scorpio. So yeah, it's and what's the 10th house? It's the public. It's about being seen. That's what the 10th house is. It's the public, which is why it deals with fame. It could also be dealing with success. The striving towards success, especially with Mars in the 10th, that's very driven and ambitious, right? To be something, to create something in the world. So I feel that's your current energy. Clarify the Hermit in your challenge. You pulled the Knight of Wands. What's the Seven of Swords about? Pull the King of Cups here. Seven of Swords, King of Cups, as the advice is just coming from a place of unconditional love. And yeah, it's really pure devotion and love. And it takes out the self and the ego, right? That's the Knight of Wands in the challenge. Knight of Wands is very ego driven, right? Hermit says you're very wise, very intelligent. Use your wisdom in a very nurturing, wise way without your ego or coming from a pure, loving, unconditional place, and devotion, and devoting yourself toward your causes, love and devotion toward your causes unconditionally, and not just doing things for self-recognition and all that stuff. But I'm not saying you're doing that, but Mars retrograde in Leo, the shadow of Mars can come out, which would be that. In Leo, it would be that. But the highest form of Leo would be, it's just love. It's like the sun. It just burns for everybody, right? It's just here's all the light. The sun really don't get nothing in return, right? So. All right, clarify the Death card. You have the Tower here in the future position. Let's see here. With the Knight of Pentacles. I also see there could be some type of breakthrough here. What's the background of this? What's the background of this Death card for Scorpio? Pull the Chariot here. I feel your career is about to go through a massive transformation. It feels good though. It's not bad. It feels good. I almost get here that I think this is something you've been trying to figure out, especially with Pluto being here. It's like these are changes that have been trying to all come together, but it's just been taking time. So I get that this month, this could be the month to where it's not like your career changes overnight or something like that, but it's the month to where it's almost as if the tracks shift this way, right? Like you choose to be like, okay, we're moving it this way. I'm going this way now. But it seems it's not anything bad though. Like it's not like something bad. Clarify the Chariot in the outcome. You have the Two of Pentacles, right? So you already have the Chariot here in the reading. That's why I feel like that. The Two of Pentacles would be like, okay, learning the dance of change, right? And allowing yourself to make changes. Because otherwise you won't evolve and grow. And what's the Death card? Well, it's evolution. But if there's no evolution that happens, well, then things end. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles. Pull the Five of Pentacles here. This is in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of. I would say here that I think Spirit's really wanting you to understand that you have a natural gift here of, well, for one, I think you're learning self-mastery in this lifetime. And you can also say that's what the fifth house kind of is in a way. In a way, it's not the whole thing. But I think with where Saturn is for you, it's like mastering your self-expression and your confidence and your happiness. But I think with this Eight of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles is you have an eye for detail and you have an eye for beauty. So you're able to understand practically, you're a lot better at creating beautiful things than you think you are. You're a lot better at being able to put things together to create something prosperous than you think you are. So I feel Spirit saying to be aware of the gifts here that you have and use them. You pull this Giant Panda card. It says innocence, like I said, gentleness, harmony, and balance here. Right, and that's what I was getting with that Six of Cups earlier. It says innocence, gentleness, harmony, and balance. And harmony and would be the Sun card in your current energy. And I think you're ultimately trying to work on balance and being more gentle towards yourself. So that's what I got for you, Scorpio. I appreciate you for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that link will be down below in the description. My reads again are on sale. If you're newer to the channel, I encourage you to subscribe. Also hit the notification button bell as well. And if you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button for me. Otherwise than that, Scorpio, I'm wishing you the best, and I'll see you in your next video.